This week's word of the week is fly away or flying kickout. This episode will last just a tad longer than its subject matter. Welcome to the Wipeout Weekly, the daily podcast for beginners, wannabe surfers, and seasoned wipeout enthusiasts. No hype, no filler, just the highs, lows, and honest truth about learning to surf and finding your place in surf culture. I'm your host, Suze Wilson. Let's go out. Fly away, or flying kickout, is a type of pullout. So this is where we need to start. When you're exiting a wave at its end, it's called a pullout. How you perform a pullout says a lot about what decade you live in and the kind of person you are. Before the 1940s, surfers rarely pulled out to escape a closeout because it was extremely hard to stop a heavy, finless longboard once it started going. The surfers would straddle the back section of the board and use their legs to brake instead. Once the surfboard design changed after the Second World War, lighter boards and a fin, pullout became one of the well-known maneuvers alongside bottom turn and cutback. A typical pullout is gracious and safety-orientated. You angle or pivot your board over the wave crest. It was less safe before the early 70s, and the surfboard was not attached to one's body. But now, thanks to Pat O'Neill, Jack O'Neill's son, we have leashes. The pullout is seen as a bit of work, which is probably why a lot of beginner surfers dive off their boards or fling them from underneath. The flying kickout may be a bit of work, but it's so showy that surfers deemed it worth it, I guess. In this maneuver, a surfer aims toward the crest and then ejects off the tail section of the board. As a result, the board goes flying vertically and spinning. According to Encyclopedia of Surfing, sometimes for 75 feet, with surfers in the lineup literally diving for cover. The flyaway was most popular during the shortboard revolution, but its showiness died as soon as the leash was invented in 1971. It evolved into one where the rider stays on the board, rides it for a bit in the air, and then kicks it away. Oh, there's also an island pullout. It's longboard specific and typically performed in smaller surf. The surfer crouches near the front third of the board, pushes the nose underwater, swings the tail toward shore, stalls, and lets the wave pass by. And that's all for today. Check out the Wipeout Weekly for our free newsletter, more stories and ways to connect with us. Thanks for listening. See you tomorrow for more of the Wipeout Weekly.